Hi, I'm Jamie with Trauma, a PTSD blog. If you looked at my post today, then you know that we're talking about the impact that having a parent with PTSD has on children. My post mostly focused on some of the negative things that can happen and what we as parents with PTSD need to do to help our children through the whole thing. So with this talk, I wanted to focus more on some of the benefits that you get when you are a parent with PTSD, as far as the relationship with your child goes. As my post says, I have a 12-year-old stepson who is very well acquainted with PTSD and its symptoms because both his father and I have PTSD. But some of the positive things that have come of it are that it's really opened up communication between us. We talk about our feelings with my stepson, and that opens up the lines of communication so that my stepson can then talk to us about his feelings. It teaches him tolerance and acceptance. You know, he doesn't think that people who have a mental illness deserve to be treated any differently than everyone else does. It also helps reduce stigma. One child at a time, we are working toward eliminating the stigma that comes along with mental illness. Um, he's also learned that he doesn't have to be afraid of his feelings or try to hide them, like I think a lot of boys his age do. He feels comfortable talking to his father and I about his feelings, about what's going on with him, and I think that that is in part because we are open and share our feelings with him. And I have to say that the biggest benefit that I think that all of this has had on my relationship with him is that it's really strengthened our relationship. I think that it's built trust. He knows that, if I'm feeling anxious or depressed or triggered, and I go to him and I tell him that's how I'm feeling, without giving him all of the details. He doesn't have to know what's causing it, but when I do go and tell him, I think that he is able to see that I trust him, and that I think that he's mature enough to handle the fact that, I'm having a down day or I'm having an anxious moment or whatever it is. PTSD is is a burden a lot of the time, but sometimes it's really a blessing, and I try to think about the blessings more than the burdens.